Hi guys, how you doing? Very quick video. Something somebody brought up in one of the comments on one of my previous videos was the use of performance-enhancing drugs in mixed martial arts. Obviously, that's a huge can of worms at the moment. Drug testing in the UFC is getting more and more professional, and not before time. The UFC's been out there for an awfully long time, and the drug testing's been pretty poor, to be honest. And it's not just the UFC. I'm not trying to single them out. There are a number of other promotions out there that aren't famed for their diligence when it comes to drug testing. And in fact, unlike more established combat sports, wrestling and boxing as an example, the drug testing within mixed martial arts seems to be, at the lower levels, completely non-existent, and at the top levels, patchy at best. So here's what I'd like to propose. We stop worrying about it. And we treat it very much like bodybuilding, where we have those people who take supplements, and let's call them supplements because that's a much nicer way of describing it, and those people who are into really traditional, clean bodybuilding. And I think it would be very interesting to do exactly the same with fighting. There are all sorts of things you can take that will help you put on muscle, that will help you become faster and more powerful, that will help you recover in a shorter space of time so that you can train again. And I think it would be really interesting to let people do that. If you want to take performance-enhancing drugs, take the lot. Become a superhuman. Be the biggest, fastest, strongest, most powerful person you can possibly be at all. In the whole world, and fight. And let's see how good we can be. The human body is an amazing thing, and when you look at the things that people are capable of when they really dedicate themselves, it's quite mind-blowing. And I think it would be really interesting to have two separate layers of competition. So we can have the clean, traditional fighting without enhancement, and those who fight with enhancement. Because if you're going to be honest about it, at what point does a dietary supplement become a performance-enhancing substance? And for me, it's a really difficult question, because I know if I'm training regularly, that if I'm taking extra protein and creatine and various other things, I train and I get really good results from it, much better results than I do if I'm not taking those supplements. So they are clearly enhancing my performance, but they're legal, and some other things that I could put in my body would be illegal. And I think that's a bit unfair, to be honest. If I'm allowed whey protein, why am I not allowed anabolic steroids? Is it because I eat protein and I inject steroids? Is that the issue? Is it injection that's the problem? So the method of delivery seems a bit odd to me. Why is it that I can take creatine, but I can't use an asthma inhaler if I want to perform at the top level? Seems a bit crazy to me. I've been asthmatic since I was a child. Thankfully, it's not particularly severe, and I've only ever had a couple of serious asthma attacks in my life. But that inhaler, the brown one, the steroid inhaler, is a banned substance in certain sports, and that's an issue, because some people need those to reach a level of normality, and that it does not give you an advantage. I absolutely promise you, if you're not an asthmatic and you occasionally use an asthma inhaler, it's not going to give you an advantage to hit the gym. Whereas quaffing gallons of protein shakes and creatine and everything else you can get your hands on is going to give you a significant, measurable advantage. So why is that allowed, but that not? So here's my proposal. To those of you that are listening, clearly all the people that run the major promotions are already subscribed to my channel. And if they're not, why not? So, Dana White, if you're watching, let's have two UFCs. Let's have a clean UFC and a supplement UFC, and let's see quite how big and powerful and strong we can make people, and let's see how it works. I think that would be awesome. What do you think? Stick something in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Probably. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and I'll see you around soon. Bye-bye.